Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Belmont Park here on Saturday. It is October the 6th, 2018. Gonna look at the stakes races on today's program from Belmont, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. So we're gonna look at the stakes races, races 7, 8, 9, and 10. So races 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's get on to it, starting off with the 7th race from Belmont. 7th race, it's the Belmont Turf Sprint Invitational. Purse $150,000. This race for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 8 horses going to the post. The distance of ground here of 1,200 meters, or the distance of ground of 6 furlongs on the inner turf course. 1,200 meters, 6 furlongs, inner turf course, rails at 0 feet. And I show the diagram. It just gives me a second to look down at my notes. Just bear with me. Top selection here. I like the number 7 horse Pocket Change. Gonna go 7-1-5-2 in the superfecta. 7-1-5-2 super. Top selection 7 horse Pocket Change. Four-year-old colt by Unbridled Song here. Junior Alvarado gets the leg up. The horse's most recent outing came 31st of August at Saratoga. 5.5 furlongs in the Mellon Turf course and Lucky Coin Stakes. The horse finished second by a half length there, and he dueled most of the race. He got overtaken by Extravagant Kid right before the wire, but he ran his heart out there first off, a little bit of a break. I think coming back to Belmont today, sprinting, I think he'll run a lot better. Before that, he ran the 14th of July here at Belmont, 1 mile in the Widener in the Forbidden Apple Stakes. He finished 7th by 5 3/4 lengths there, and he didn't break all that well, never got into it. It wasn't the day to win. I don't think a mile is to his liking either. And then before that, in the Jaipur, the Grade 2 Jaipur here at Belmont, 6 furlongs, June the 9th. Horse finished 5th by 1 1/4 lengths. He stalked most of the race and just couldn't get the good kick at the end. Disco Partner just ran a hell of a race closing up that day. And then before that, at Gulfstream, 22nd of March, 5 furlongs, Optional 6-2 Claimer. Horse won by 3/4 length, 80 cents the dollar favorite at post time. He just took off clear after stalking. I like his stalking kind of ability in this race. There's going to be a little bit of pace in front of him. If he could get first run in the straightaway, I think he'd get a piece of it. 6-1, watch out for him. So to recap my selection for the 7th from Belmont, it's the Belmont Turf Sprint. Gonna go with the 7 horse Pocket Change. Gonna go 7-1-5-2 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 8. The 8th race from Belmont, it's the Beldame Invitational. Grade 1, purse $400,000. This race is for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground here of 1,800 meters, or the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/8 on the main track. 1,800 meters, a mile and 1/8, Belmont main track. The local final prep race for the Breeders' Cup Distaff coming up in about 4 weeks, something like that. Breeders' Cup is right around the corner here. My top selection here, you have a shit ton of pace in this race, so you want a horse that could come from a little bit behind. I think there's going to be a bit of a pace meltdown here, and I'm going to take as a top selection the 6 horse Wildcat. I know she's the favorite, but I think she'll run well. I'll go 6-3-8-5 in the superfecta. 6-3-8-5 super. My top selection is 6 horse Wildcat. This 4-year-old filly by looking at Lucky here. Jose Ortiz gets leg up for Chap Brown, this Chilean bred. The horse's most recent outing came the 25th of August at Saratoga. Mile and 8th in the Grade 1 Personal Ensign. She finished 3rd by 10 lengths behind Abel Tasman and A Late. This horse is very wide and just couldn't keep up with the 2 in front of her. It wasn't the day to win, but I think coming here to Belmont, where you could get a good, easier trip with a long straightaway, with the long backstretch and the sweeping turns, I think that this horse should really do better here than the tighter turns at Saratoga. Saratoga's not so tight, but but she looks like she could be a little bit of a bigger horse that should get around Belmont better. Before that, though, 29th of July at Saratoga, mile 8th in the Grade 3 Shuvi. First start in North America, first start of the year. She finished second by a neck. She just missed at the end. She stalked most of the race after not the best beginnings, but she made a good run at the end. It wasn't a bad run off the break. Farrell just had the stretch on her on the lead all throughout there. Farrell's running back in this one, by the way. But before that, she ran the St. Ledger in Chile at Hippodrome, at their Hippodrome, whatever they call that. Mile 3/8, 2,200 meters on the dirt. The horse won by 5.5 lengths, and watching the replay, nobody was catching her. And then before that, she won a Group 1 very nicely in Chile. And then before that, she won the Grand Criterium nicely as down in there in Chile, going a mile 3/16. She was undefeated in Chile. Here in North America, she's run 2 races. The second one wasn't the best. The first one was really good. Like I said, coming here to Belmont, hopefully seeing a little bit sitting not on the lead but stalking, or hopefully she'll run well with that. So watch out for her. So to recount my selections for the 8th from Belmont, it's the Beldame Invitational. Gonna go with the 6-horse Wildcat. Gonna go 6-3-8-5 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 9 from Belmont. It is the Hill Prince Stakes, Grade 2 purse, $500,000. This race is for 3-year-olds here. Field of 8 horses going the distance of ground of 1,800 meters, with the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/8 on the inner turf course. 1,800 meters, mile and 1/8, inner turf, rails at 0 feet. Top selection here in the Hill Prince. I like the number 3 horse, Raging Bull. Gonna go 3-5-4-1 in the superfecta. 3-5-4-1 super. Top selection of 3 horse, Raging Bull. 3-year-old colt by Dark Angel here. Joel Rosario gets leg up for Chad Brown. The horse's most recent outing came the 1st of September at Saratoga. Mile and 1/8 on the Mellon Turf course when it was good. In the Grade 2 Saranac, the horse won by 1 1/4 lengths there. He stalked early on, a very wide in the top of the lane, but he got there in the end. A very good run there, very good ride, patient ride by Joel Rosario there. Today I like Rosario on this ride, because there's not a lot of pace in this race. You want to sit closer on this turf course. I wouldn't be surprised if you see this horse going to the lead today. He's never done that before, but Rosario is a good speed rider, and Rosario is having a somewhat decent year. Slowed down. He had a very slow start, but he's been really picking up this summer and this fall, because he's a great rider. But like I said, this year, slow start early on, but lately picking up, and if he picks up with this one, I think he has something going. But before that, this horse ran at Saratoga again, yielding ground, a mile 16th on the Mellon in the Hall of Fame Stakes. The horse won by nose and was way out of it early on, but he got there in just the nick of time, a little bit wide, but he got there. Good race there. And then the Menalia here at Belmont, 1 mile on the Widener, July the 4th. Horse finished second by 3.5 lengths. He was 45 cents a dollar, and he just never had the good closing kick there from behind. But like I said, if he could get sent to the lead and set some easy fractions on the front end, I think he get away with it. 6-5. Watch out for him. So to recap my selections for the 9th from Belmont, it's the Grade 2 Hill Prince. Gonna go with the 3 horse Raging Bull. Gonna go 3-5-4-1 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 10, the featured event of the afternoon. The 10th race, it's the Champagne Stakes, Grade 1, purse $500,000. This race is for 2-year-olds here. Fields of 10 horses going the distance of ground of 1,600 meters, or the distance of ground of 1 mile on the main track. 1,600 meters, 1 mile, main track. And I always could have swore this race was mile 16th. I know it's been a mile the last few years, but I could have swore years ago this was a mile 16th on the main track. Or maybe I'm wrong. Type below if it was a mile 16th years ago, because I'm probably too lazy to look it up right after this video. But just remind me. But my top selection here in the Champagne, and who doesn't love Champagne? My top selection here, I like the number 6 horse Listing. I think at 15-1 he'll run a big one. I'll go 6-8-4-5 in the superfecta. 6-8-4-5 super. Top selection of 6 horse Listing. 2-year-old colt by Square Eddie here. Mario Gutierrez gets leg up for the Southern California shipper. The horse's only start came 31st of August at Del Mar. 6 furlongs in the I'm Smoking Stakes. First start against stakes horses was pretty nice. Won by 1 1/4 lengths. Sat back early on, but had a great wide move, and he got there in the end. A good race. I think the mile trip today here at Belmont should be to this horse's liking. And also, he sits a little bit closer, which I think you want to do with this one. Since the Del Mar race, he's been training at Santa Anita. Most recent workout, 27th of September, which was last, Thursday, I believe. 6 furlong workout, 1:13.4, the best workout of 4, and then the Thursday before at Santa Anita, 5 furlong workout, 1:01.3, the 10th best workout, 30. So I think this horse is rearing to go. He should like the mile here. He should like Belmont. 15-1 in a very wide open race. I'll be all over him at post time. If he loses, he loses. You have to take chances in this game. So to recap my selections for the 10th from Belmont, it's the Grade 1, 500,000 Champagne. Gonna go with the 6 horse, the number 6 horse Listing. Gonna go 6-8-4-5 in the superfecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 and join me for my Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe preview video. Good luck, everybody.